Okay, buddy, welcome back. Good evening, and just settling down now for this first semi-final between Scott Foley and Leigh Sunderland. Race to 6. And on the other semi-final, the table just behind, we have Andy Keeley and James Millen. With me in the commentary box, we've got Mike Stroud.
Hello, everyone.
and Jeff Windiat, first time on the box.
Hi.
Welcome. Jeff, how did you get on today? You got through to the second round, did you? Quarterfinal?
Yeah, I played Adam Watts, and it was quite a weird game because I didn't play very well in the first round against Dell and won. And I played some decent stuff against Adam, but he just he managed to put together some really good clearances, and I probably only threw away one frame really.
Yeah,
he was well deserved. He's a good player. I think maybe a little bit with the temperament might have steadied him a little bit against Scott, but as you know with Scott, he can just go into a completely different zone.
Yeah.
But it's been a good competition today. It's really good. Really enjoyed it.
Interesting to see with Scott, kind of started out in the same way he did last year, because obviously I played last year as well as trying to stream. Played him in the first round, and he beat me 5-4. And then he kind of cruised through to the final that year, in the semi-final. And he had a similar tough first round as well this year against Scott Woods.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think we all expected, no due disrespect to Leigh, but we all expected possibly a Scott and John semi-final, and that would have been a tough route for Scott. Sort of get to the final playing Scott Woods and Martin Budge, and then John Ballard. But Leigh's here on his own merits, and he's done really well. Really well.
Yeah, he has played well today.
I think it's a testament that I think a lot of players are improving. It used to be the same players go through the same rounds, but now it's a lot more open.
Yeah, I don't think many people would have, and I don't know, disrespect to Leigh, they would have bet against him beating John Ballard.
To be fair, I think he would have put money on John Ballard himself.
I think both Sunderland brothers have done quite a bit better than they thought they would have, but I'm going to predict for Scott and Leigh 6-2 to Scott. You've had it here first.
6-3.
6-2.
6-2. There we go.
Who do you think will win the other semi-final, Mel?
I'm going to say that Andy Keeley might just edge it, because I think he's going into it with the confidence. I mean, I saw Andy Keeley's last game, but I haven't really seen James since early on this morning. I think I saw him in the second round.
Scott was just about to take a shot then. It's just off camera. He was just on his backstroke, and on one of the opposite adjacent tables took his cue off him by hitting the back of it, and he was literally just about to go through the shot. That's why he pulled off that one. And it's happened to him now again, someone barging past. That's the problem. Obviously, playing in a club, you're always going to get people walking past, you're always going to get noise. But he's focused himself again, he's going to walk round, and he's going to do another 360 check, I bet, just before he takes the shot. But he's smiling, he doesn't look annoyed. There you go.
He's left it pretty long, but player with Scott's ability is probably just going to drop this in dead weight. And should be 1-0.
Just the cushion put him off there, I think.
And the commentator's curse.
You'll learn, Mike. By the way, Malcolm, I was just looking at the setup you got here. It's brilliant.
Thank you, mate.
The mixing tables, and you've got the software. It's top stuff, mate. Well done.
Yeah. Always trying to improve.
Cameras are better quality as well, I've noticed, over the last few years.
Yeah, they are making small adjustments.
Actually, I would have to say, because I've done some commentary on GP9 for quite a few years, on and off, and actually the main camera you've got over the table is actually just as good or better.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
that is without doubt my best camera. Yeah, it makes a difference. And going out over YouTube is the platform we're trying to build upon now rather than Facebook. You can actually stream at 1080p. Facebook, of course, limited to 720. Fine when you're looking at on mobile devices and tablets, but when you stream to your TVs at home, you look at a full quality YouTube stream compared to a Facebook, and when it stretches out, it doesn't quite look the same. So
yeah, it's something I looked in for a while with the Money League, but it's because everyone changes venues so randomly, it's just so difficult to do. So I think for the Money League, we decided to not go down that road just yet. But I think when we get sponsored by Spots and Stripes the way we do, we try and encourage people to actually come in the doors. I think that's the only reason we don't do streaming. But people have asked for it, and you know what it's like when people ask for it. It generally happens in the end.
Absolutely.
That's a clever shot there by Scott. He's forcing him to go for the cushion that's on the rail. If he had left the other corner. What? Ball on the cushion as opposed to the one on the rail. Yeah, sorry.
Jeff's
Sorry, Jeff's had
he's also
a few too many.
and he's also a 9-ball player at heart as well.
Yeah.
Excuse me for that.
Hit the cue ball 3 times down the cushion, it still goes in the pocket.
Well, I think he's going to play a bank shot here.
And that's 1-0 to Mr. Foley.
That's incorrect. That's Leigh with the break there. And I can't see the white.
He's gone enough.
It's gone.
It's gone off, yeah. What colour do you think it's going to go? Red here? There's only one on the cushion. Once that's off, that's
Yeah,
they're really
I'd
open.
probably say reds here. He's only got one difficult one, really, by the black. The lower one will go to the left middle.
Yeah. I think he's going to...
And he'll probably leave that for last, the black to the right middle. But it's hard to predict these games.
Yeah, the bottom right-hand corner would be second to last. And then it will top it through from the middle, and then it would just be straight into the black. But here we go. So everyone's so passionate about Paul and Gresham.
Apologies if you can hear a conversation between Andy Twigger and John Ballard behind us.
Just debating who's going to take over the reins next year. Everyone's a critic of the competition. Approaching the 12-hour mark. I know it's 12 hours I've been here.
What time did you set up this morning?
I was here at 8:30 setting up. Usually takes a good 90 minutes to get set up.
Just reiterate what Nemo said. A lovely setup here for the MCM Productions. It's got a couple of monitors in, very high quality, and obviously captured some great games today. So very, very well done to Malcolm.
This Red Bull will be have 2 cushions, top and side, and then straighten up on the back. Perfect.
It's a lot easier to call Scott shots than it is to call Mick Callows, I'll tell you that.
What's your prediction? 6-2.
6-2.
I think if he's on a cash out, it'd be looking good. If he gets near 4 though with no reply, it's not looking so good for your bet.
6-2, you've heard it here from Mike Stroud.
Scott looks in control every time he comes to the table. Even if he hasn't got a proper shot on, he looks like he's going to take control of the table.
Quick update from the other semi is 1-0 to Jasper, who's playing Andy Keeley. So should be a very tight game from the way that Andy's played today.
So Scott's put a red down. Doesn't have an easy shot from here. It's long red to this bottom left corner. But if he nails it, he's got a really good chance of position on the top of the bottom right hand corner.
I think where the red is on the rail and bottom right as well, it's worth staying red here. Or is this difficulties with those other yellows? Well, he's got an easier opener, hasn't he, the yellows? But
Yeah, he's got 2 reds towards the middle right. It's a bit of a pain, but
I think they
looks like it
pretty much
plants.
plant, yeah.
There we go.
So he stayed red.
So there we go. Oh, that's good enough. That's good enough.
Yeah.
That is good enough.
Someone just wrote, can you tell them noisy bastards in the background to fuck off? Especially Andy too.
No, I think it's just going to make yourself into. Anyway, back to the poll.
Have you got any questions for us as well? And the 3 of us here in the commentary for the semi-final. Do leave a message on the live stream. We will be able to pick that up. We'll have a quick look at the Supreme Series and see how Jordan Church is getting on. So Jordan Church, just a quick update on Jordan Church. I know it's not the match. He beat Seb Webb 11-8. He lost 11-9 to Craig Lakin.
Tough game.
Winners round 2. Yeah.
Is it straight knockouts or double in?
He's lost in the losers round
to
Dylan Leary, 8-4.
Okay, so it's on second visit now, but you would commentator's curse, but you'd expect him to take these out from here. I mean,
after my performance against Mick Caller, I'm not going to say anything about.
Okay. So black should be going
Right
into
middle.
the right middle.
Yeah, it'll take the one above the black to the left bottom, right, red to the right bottom, off a row and bit of top right.
What a match there in the Supreme Series underway at the moment. Phil Harrison against Chris Milling.
Did anyone watch the England versus USA friendly match on Thursday night?
No.
It's a run up to the Moscone, so they have USA versus England. So USA can get a bit of a match practice. England was 6-3 up, and they lost 7-6 to the US. But Chris Milling was the only player out there that had a chance of being in the team. The rest of them, some of them haven't even been playing this season. So Darren Appleton and Carl Boyers have been quite on and off all season. Mark Gray was the next one that probably could have qualified. And it was very close. But Chris Milling, some of his games were just phenomenal. He can just turn up and not played for months.
Yeah, he's very good. Some of the shots he's playing in the Supreme Series so far, it's ridiculous.
Did Darren Appleton play in it this year as well?
He did. Yeah, we were talking about the frame earlier. There's a match last night. He was 10-all.
Wow.
And it's race to 11, and he missed a straight black with 6 reds on the table, and he conceded at that point after missing the black.
He's got, I think this year he's had a lot of personal problems. I don't know the full details, but he's still an absolute quality act. I think he's only just started playing properly again. So Scott took that one. So Mike, I think Leigh's got to get his head on a couple of frames if you're going to be correct.
Definitely, yeah. For anyone wondering, these are world rules, so I know that the Blackpool game is taken off quite rapidly on the YouTube platform, but these are the world rules, so 3-0 to Scott. My prediction of 6-2 is looking possibly in the balance, but we'll see how it goes. Scott with a break there, looks like he's going to try the reds, but it is open table. So
I think Leigh's got his first proper opportunity in this match. 50-50 chance it could have gone left or right. It unfortunately went right.
So these others took reds here. From Scott's earlier attempt, he's got a pocket covered to the bottom left with arguably more than 50% of his balled around. So
I think Scott's going to try and leave those 3 yellows around the black to late as he can, because if Leigh has a go at it, he's still got obstacles. Oh, that's very unlucky.
the good thing is he's not left a foul soup.
No.
But my 6-2's coming in. Two shots here to Leigh. He's got to play this well to land anywhere near the bottom cushion to play the reds in a plant.
There's a stitch here. He could end up getting himself on the right hand cushion.
He didn't want that.
No. And even if he cuts this, he's got to go up and down.
The way the Sunderland brothers have been playing today is...
There we go. That's good.
That's a smart shot, but the blacks...
Doesn't go top
difficult.
right.
Very
Doesn't
difficult.
go in the middle right. Doesn't go in the corner, bottom corner right.
I think he'll have to top this through and try and take it top left if it doesn't go top right. But it's a tough shot. It's a very tough shot. That's not good.
Well, he looked to the top right. I might be wrong.
From where I'm sitting, it doesn't go top right. I think if anything, he'd have preferred that to go over the pocket, but he's straight down on it.
No, I didn't think it did.
It didn't go. From here, I can't see anything more than a 4-0 to Scott.
No, could be a world of pain for Leigh if he gets it on top of this. The 2 yellows on the left. Might go into him.
I think it's too straight. Unless he's taking the right yellow into the corner. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's got an
Break
option
him
of 2. I mean if he wants to go into me, play the lower left, lower yellow. Sorry, with a bit of right hand side. Or he'll play half safe and play the straighter yellow and try and leave himself behind the 2.
Well, he could even pinch a bit of the pocket on the left-hand yellow into the left corner. Run through, split him up. Can't quite see if he's got the angle. Playing your way, right?
Yeah, we'll stay from that one.
It's a great shot.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's left the yellow on the cushion, but he has got the security of pushing the yellow towards the black.
Does
So
this yellow go to the middle?
I think he'll just take this off the cushion and leave it sort of where it is now.
He needs to make sure he doesn't leave the up and down.
I mean, no disrespect to Leigh.
Oh.
But I don't think he'll pot it.
I've seen people pot the blacks from here. Jeff, have you?
Yeah, they come off the cushion right, and all of a sudden they slam right in the corner.
Yeah.
I bet he put his hand up though.
Well, depends if he gets the escape.
Mike Stroud knew best.
No, it's in.
Two
Let's go pull up on it.
Two shots to Scott here with really all the balls in the open. He could take the one near the black first as the most difficult shot and dolly it in, and which I think he's going to do. And leave the last 4 as sitting ducks, especially with a pot like that. So yeah, I think we'll take the left towards the left-hand side. Bit of bottom right to come back up for the left to the bottom right.
Mike, you've got a backsy. Will you still stick to 6-2?
6-2 all the way. I'm calling the shots. Then Leigh's going to win 2. He's left himself a bit low on this. I don't know if he can hold before the black or if he's got to come past it, but with 2 shots here, I can see no other way than 4-0.
It's a great use of the black
shot.
ball.
Again, I don't know if he's straight enough to just roll through a couple of inches for the yellow or if he's got to screw it out, but looks like he's...
Even if he leaves a little bit of angle, perfect.
Yeah,
There you go.
yellow in and black in the left middle by what we can see here.
Someone was commenting on Scott's cue ball control and how consistently good it is. It makes every shot so much easier. I know it's obvious, but look how easy this shot is now. Not much work to do at all, really.
The problem is with playing Scott is he leaves himself about 3 or 4 shots no matter where he leaves the white. So whatever he leaves himself, he's always got a chance. It's very, very hard to get a good result from Scott. I mean, I personally gave him a race and race to 10. That, you know, on another night, I mean, he won, I think, 10-7, but I think on a night he could have won, 10-0. The way that he leaves himself about 3 or 4 different options on every shot, and if he misses, just expect to not be having a sitter into a pocket. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
That was a nice touch there by Leigh. Just gave him a tap on the shoulder, so well done on that clearance. That's a good sportsmanship in this place. Oh dear.
White's gone.
Yeah, Scott going
Oh
on.
dear.
What a split as well. Look at those
I
yellows.
think those yellows, yeah, definitely.
I don't know if anyone do you know where or what Scott's background is?
9 ball.
Yeah. It's all 9 ball when he used to live in Catford. He used to play a bit of snooker and a little bit of English, but it's nearly all 9 ball.
Yeah. And that's why you'll see his stance is very 9 ball like.
Exactly. That's why he's
he never puts his chin on the cue. It's all very
never
stood up.
But there's an advantage if you can master that. Is that
Definitely.
you don't stiffen your hand up, so you don't end up sort of jerking the ball. So you're a lot more relaxed. It's a really casual stroke.
I think with most of us, we kind of, I don't know about you, when I was a kid and you sort of hold a cue for the first time, you always want to go and play snooker. And I played a hell of a lot of snooker. And of course with snooker, the stance is down on the shot as low as you can, and you put your chin on the cue. And that's what carries over, isn't it, into pool. I think that's why most of us do have that stance.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, with all respect, I am still a kid. So
How old are you?
22.
Oh my God, I feel old.
Wow, that's... don't really know what to say about that, to be honest. I still considered myself young until you just smashed me out of the water there.
You're about 5 or 6 years older than me, Mike.
Hey?
Well, I think Jeff's older than me. How old are you, Jeff?
28
You were not 28.
plus 2.
No, you're plus about
Plus
10.
Yeah. He's had a couple of drinks, bless him.
I celebrated my 40th birthday this January.
40th?
40th.
40th.
Okay. Well, my prediction was correct. You are older than me.
And next January, January, I will be 40 again.
Yeah?
Yep. Static. Static age. You just don't age after 40, that's it. January 23rd. Just a word of warning, Mike. Maturity does not get better with age. Malcolm can confess that with me, definitely.
What doesn't get better?
Maturity.
No, gets worse. You're chasing youth.
What immaturity, Monarch?
Especially when you have 2 boys, aged 3 and 5. I asked my wife, she's got 3 children.
You as one of them.
That's correct.
Yep.
I think, just take the pocket here. Very clever to take the pocket and put the yellow safe as well. And I think that is the difference between first and second round and, quarter and semi-final. I mean, Leigh had a massive game against John Ballard. I think he won 5-3 in that. But it is just a different level once you get further on through these rounds. So
By the sounds of the background noise, I think John's finally recovered from that.
I don't think John will recover from that for a couple of weeks, mate.
All he needs is people not to remind him.
Which we will.
We're not that bad.
Next time Andy Twigger swings by, I'll have a quick word and ask him what the prize breakdown is.
And also, hopefully, an update on the score from the other semi-final, which is James Millen versus Andy Keeley.
Yeah, you can see him. It's in the background there, towards the right-hand side of the screen in the distance. It's James Millen. Nice club this, Spots and Stripes in Gravesend, Kent. It's an American-themed pool bar. 2 9-ball table, no, 1 9-ball table I believe now, and 5 UK balls.
It's been used as a coat rack today.
Pinged off the cushion there, but I think the Scott's going to be okay. Have a good shot of this here. We'll know before he does if this is in.
It's a good angle.
And it is.
Lovely. I hate him. It's so effortless.
So is it? Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
So the breakdown is losing semi-finalists get 50 quid, and then the runner-up gets 140, and the winner gets 300.
Come on.
Five 0. So what's your highlight match of today? Because you've been here watching most of the games.
I've really enjoyed Scott Foley versus Scott Woods. That was a really good battle. There's a fantastic, well, not so good for Scott Woods. Fantastic foul shot he played. It's on the side rail. White was tight on the side rail, and he's cued it. You know, sometimes you catch the bar, the metal bar. I don't know, he's caught that, and it's just pushed the tip over the top.
I saw that, yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah, and I spoke to Scott afterwards, and he said he couldn't believe what happened, and he thought, well, 2 visits, I'm in here, and he absolutely screwed up the first shot out of the 2.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good match. There's been a few, but they all sort of blur into one at this point in the evening.
I didn't see much of the John Kevin Callagher match. Was that good?
Yeah, no, that was a good match.
They're sort of old friends and sort of old rivals.
And of course,
this commentating work is quite thirsty work, isn't it, Malcolm?
To be fair, I did ask if Nemo and Malcolm did want a drink, and they both said no.
he did. And Mike, actually, I think I apologize because I think I went to get you a drink a couple of hours ago, and I just realised I'd never got you one.
Listen, you know, I'm not one to bring that up, like, you know.
Well, that's what it says on that note you just gave me.
Like Nemo.
It's not like me to put my foot in it.
You owe me a bottle of Corona
Never.
from 2 hours ago.
Listen, if it was a free drink, it would have been a double. Let's get that straight.
Yeah.
He kind of picked himself up off the shot there before he even finished it. It's
good
unusual for
opportunity.
Scott.
I would have said it's a good opportunity here for to Leigh to get the one off the cushion out, but he took the other one first, and
He could actually get it out into the other, playing the other one into it from here. He's topping it through.
I mean, he could drop this in and play it down the line, but the ankle was never really there. I mean, for my 6-2 to stay intact, it's vital that he wins this frame.
Been a bit of a failure there to update the colours, but Leigh is on the reds here. And if he just, I don't think he can roll this and hold. He's got to. Tricky, this one. Yeah, that's right.
Full-blooded.
Yeah. I had visions of him pushing the yellow in front of the red there. Come out. That's decent.
That's a good shot there from Leigh. Very good. Just going to get a quick update for you on the game between Jasper and AK.
So it's just off camera, but you might have seen that just on that shot there.
The update is 2-2 between Jasper and AK. So
On that black, Leigh just picked his head up as he took the shot. Just. Scott might play safe here. Well, I said he'd go safe. I didn't think he planned that one. I think Leigh might go for a blast and try and sort of double it onto the right, bottom right-hand corner. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh.
That's very, very unlucky there.
Oh, that was such a great effort.
And I think from here, he can play safe off the one on the right. And it looks 6-0. 6-0? I wish it was 6-0. He's obviously going to leave himself on the double, possibly from this shot. The one in the middle.
I think he underhit that.
I think he's overhit that, to be fair, for the double. Not sure if he's still got the angle.
Great shot.
Yes, he does, yeah. And that is just the standard that you have to play at, really, from the semi-finals.
Do you think there's an advantage to be had with that stance of Scott's and anyone who has that stance, because you're seeing a higher view, more of a top-down view of the shot? Does it help with lining it up? Are we missing something?
I know sometimes it doesn't look like it, but I actually had some coaching, and one of the guys said, look, you can look at whoever your heroes are, like the Filipinos. By the way, Scott's just taken it 6-0, very good result. You can look at the Filipinos and how they hold their cues, and there's a lot of off movement when they cue. And he said that if you want a consistent stroke, you have to look down the cue. It's what feels comfortable. Some people raise themselves a little bit, but it's still the most consistent way of playing. You're always going to have exceptions to the rule.
Yep.
And Scott's definitely an exception to the rule.
But if you follow the coaching handbook, then down on the shot as low as you can.
It's the mechanics. Lower you are, the less movement there is, You know you have to keep your chin down when you're screwing back a shot. You'll definitely know when you move your head because you'll be off the cue. You still can't go wrong with it. But people do change it that make them feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And if you keep winning like Scott, who gives a...
If you're any of you guys watching would like some advice, I'd definitely recommend watching Phil Potts. He does a nice tutorial on how to cue up to every shot. Teaches you how to obviously kind of walk into the shot before anything, and then how to cue it perfectly. And Phil obviously good friends with Ronnie, and also very, very big on the Chinese 8-ball stage. So definitely one to watch on how to cue. Obviously this one's finished at 6-0. We've got a 2-2, I believe, still against Jasper.
So we will leave the stream here, and I'll leave this open on this view so you can catch a bit of the action in the background there. But then we will restart the stream ready for the final between Scott Foley and guys. Who do you reckon it's going to be?
I'd go for Jasper.
Okay.
On today's form, I would go for Jasper as well.
Jeff says Jasper. James Millen. So does Mike. I'm saying Andy Keeley. We will leave it there. I'll leave the video open for you to
Thank you, Malcolm.
watch.
Thank
Thanks,
you very
guys.
much.
But you took through on the flag. it's unexpected. There comes a time when the wind-ups need to stop.
I know. My tail's already between my legs.
You will see it, position number 4.
Oh dear. He went out just to control each front, that's all he did. It worked.
Leigh.